Music producers, it's Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com, and today this on-screen tutorial is going to cover how to properly layer your kicks to get the most thump out of them. Curtis, people still layer kicks in 2019? Yes, they do when they do it purposeful. Let's talk about it. Music producers, I have been doing these on-screen tutorials to hopefully encourage you to jump into my course that I created in collaboration with Game from BusyWorksBeats.com called Drum Magic. Music producers, it's Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com, and welcome to my course, Banging Drums, how to create banging drums regardless of your DAW. This, of course, is in collaboration with our friend Game from BusyWorks Beats. Drum Magic goes over all of my techniques. You can call them secrets if you want, but all of my techniques when it comes to creating my signature drum sounds, these sounds that just really thump through whatever system that you're messing around with. They can bring life to any crazy melodies that you put together, but drums, you cannot sleep on those. And yes, there is a philosophy behind these drums. They're not just loud drums. They're not just overly EQ drums. These are drums that all serve a purpose as you're layering. And layering is so important, especially when you know how to do it the right way. So this philosophy that I'm going to share with you today is going to probably make you feel like it's the dumbest thing in the world, but it really isn't once you understand what I mean when I say this. The philosophy is this: a little bit of thump and a little bit of butt. Yes, that kind of butt. A little bit of thump and a little bit of butt. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Basically, the layering is of two different frequencies. One being the thump, which is more of a mid to high frequency that really simulates the thump or the punch through that we feel when we're actually hearing a kick come through and really be the heartbeat of a drum loop. And then the butt is a lower frequency, which, I mean, obviously a butt is the lower frequency of a human being, but the butt is literally the sub or the lower frequencies that punch through as you're really thinking of a kick as a whole. And that's what we're going to do. Even though we're layering this kick, the idea is not for these things to stand out on their own. It's for them to be in perfect cohesion with each other. And we're going to have to do two things to begin before we can kind of get some of the EQ out of this. One, we got to make sure we pick the right sounds, which you've already kind of did by going through these stock sounds here. And then also make sure that we get some proper spacing between the sounds, because you don't want to just push them on top of each other, because the mix on them is going to be quite muddy and it's not going to be thumping. It's just going to be extremely muddy and it's not going to sound clean. That being said, so here's the kick that represents the thump that is more the mid to high. Okay, here is the butt. Now you can kind of tell because this one feels more wide open to thump, and the butt it feels more closed off. And so I did this and I named it this way so that it sticks in your memory as you're starting to think of ways to layer your drums to get that fatter feel. I wanted you to have an example of something that will stick with you. So that being said, first thing I want to do is go over here to the envelope and instrument settings, because we must. Now it's not going to look like this because I was already messing around with it, but you must make sure that you shape these first. And the way that you do that is to make sure you pull back here on the attack time. You can bring the hold here, bring the decay, the sustain, and the release down. Some people like to mess around and kind of like mess around here with the sustain and kind of give you a little bit of a drop off so it's not so abrupt of a clip. But I like to keep it like this, pretty much in the shape of like a side of a cinder block. So that's one half of it. The other half of it, we're going to shape this butt. Okay, and we probably should have tested out the other one. We're going to go back to it. Same thing here. I just basically pre-did this for you. Bring the decay, the sustain, the release. Keep the hold up a little bit. Okay, so both of these carry, both of these carry somewhat of a lower frequency, but this one is more dominated in the mid. So let's mess around with that first. We're going to do sort of I'm going to mute this clap here and do a 4 to the floor. Just so you can hear it in real time. So that's just the kick as it is. Okay, and we're going to hear this one same way. Mute this. Now, right now, as I'm listening to it, I'm hearing too much of the full kick, because even though we shaped it, we have not determined the duration of time, because right now this is the default. But if we push Control A and stretch it out. Maybe like two of these particular spaces. Now we're getting what we really want out of this, right? Which is just that timing. Let's also go here and we're going to continue the shaping of these sounds. I might even want to kind of drag this out just to get a fuller kick, because once again, we're judging these sounds all as one, but we're focusing in on one at a time so that we know that they're taking care of their proper spacing. So that's the first thing that I would do, is shape them. Let's hear them together right now. Now, it sounds like a fatter kick altogether, but it does sound a bit muddy, and that's because the timing of them are right on the same grid. So what I do that's a little bit unorthodox is that I go here to the miscellaneous functions, and I'll take the butt. I'll take the butt and I'll shift it off of the grid, right? And so you see about in the left-hand corner, like about 1. So I'm time shifting it right now. So let's listen to it without it, and then let's actually listen to it with it. Now let's shift it now. There's a sweet spot in between there where it's going to feel like a full kick from both of the kicks coming at the same time. So that's what I want to get. Like, I like where that's at, and it doesn't sound like it's muddying it up. So we're going to do the same thing, but now we're we're not going to change the time shift. What we're going to do is actually mess around with the thump and make sure that we're getting more of the mid and the high highlighted. We're not even doing any EQing yet, and we're already getting this very definitive sound. So let's play it. I like that. That's coming through pretty clear, right? So we have that, and then we have, what do we actually mess around? We mess around here as well. So yeah, we brought that one up to, I believe, D sharp, and then we have this kick right here. We can even mess around with bringing this down lower. But see how that feels like a more rounded kick now? And we're literally just taking the notes and bringing them up and down and seeing what feels like a more full kick that makes sense. Now, I like that one. I kind of feel more of the thump coming through. So now that we actually shaped it and we actually messed around with some of the notes to see what works in perfect harmony with these kicks, the last thing that I would do, at least on this tutorial, is that I would mess around with the filter and the modulation X and Y. Now, why do you mess around with this? If we go ahead and solo this, you're going to see what these modulations are going to do. So this is really going to give a filter to the kick so that we're making sure we're not clashing different frequencies, but we're really just getting the most special part of the kick and what we want from it. We want this bass or this butt kick to really be just the low end of it, right? So we haven't even got to see any EQing, and we're not going to have time in this particular video, but I want to just show you some things that you can do just in the channel settings alone. So let's play it with the kick. We're going to take this. So now we're just getting pure. We're filtering out the highs in this and getting pure thump through on the low end, right? You can mess with the Y even though you don't need it for this. But even that gives you another interesting sound, right? But we're going to kind of leave that as is. Something you can kind of do, and I don't suggest this especially before mixing, but if you want to get an idea of how you kind of want to get it pushing through the mix and how it's going to sound once you actually EQ it, you can go above 100% on the volume by using this level adjustment. That's further from what this actually is. This is just the channel volume, but you can literally go in here and get even more sound out of this. So if you take this back to 0. We're getting even more out of this, right? We don't need all that, but we're just basically trying to see what that would sound like. So just testing it out. Now that we have that coming through, we're going to see if we can mess around with this frequency and make it make sense with the actual butt kick. Okay. Gotta make sure it's not the wrong one. Hold on, make sure. Okay, so that's there. We're going to go to the thump. where it gets interesting. Because now you're literally designing the type of kick that you think represents the kind of thump that you want to get. But you see how you're already starting to see both of these playing together. It is giving you a fuller kick, and it's really just messing around with the stock sounds at this point. The goal is for you to not have to do this every single time, but I want you to know how to do that, especially for those that aspire to do sound designing. You should know what the layers are made up of. But generally, when you're making a beat, you're going to just try to find a kick that embodies both of those layers are put together. And that's what I try to do in my drum kits, is make sure that I sound design drum kits that already put those layers together and do that work for you. And that's what most people do when they put together drum kits. But those are some things that I wanted to show you in terms of layering your kick to get more thump out of it. Now, obviously, you know, there's some things in the course that I share with you in terms of the power of soft clipping, the power of adding some fast distortion, all that good stuff. But as of right now, I just wanted to show you what you can do just literally with just shaping and time shifting your sounds and layering the right types of sounds. If you guys have any other questions or videos that you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments below. Hopefully this helps you. And once again, in this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Once again, it's Curtis King, the leading voice of the online rapper and music producer community online. Don't at me. Peace. Please subscribe to the channel below. Curtis King, CurtisKingBeats.com.